Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I want to talk about Kanye West and his bid for presidency and what that means as far as the First Lady goes. Do you all realize that Kim Kardashian would be the First Lady of the U.S.? Let that sink in for a minute. But guess what? A lot of you would be okay with that because you will probably draw some clear lines of comparison between her and the current First Lady. Not trying to get off into all of that, but really think about this for a moment. I've seen a number of so-called black people who are throwing their hat into the voting thing now because they're like, well, why couldn't he run the country? This isn't a game, y'all, okay? It's not that I endorse any of the other people that are running. It's not that I think that they are doing a superb job or that this country has had awesome presidents. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying this is not a game. A homeboy in office. That's the way a lot of so-called black people are looking at it. Okay? Because the language that I've seen is black people on social media saying, what's the problem with a black man running the country? What's this? What's that? And they're just using all of this nonsense, nothing logical, not even looking at the fact that his own family is saying that something's going on with him. I mean, we already have someone in the White House who is clearly unqualified, but why is it that so-called black people would even throw in an endorsement behind Kanye West? Again, I'm not for any of these people. But why would you want to see Kanye West in there? He's a disaster already with how he lives and runs his own life. To me, he would be just like the biblical husband and wife, Ahab and Jezebel. I'm just calling it like it is. But yet, because we don't think rationally as a people, I'm not saying all of us are this way, but a lot of so-called black people do not think rationally. And so they will endorse him. They don't care about anything else but the fact that there's a black face in the White House. You've got to make things make sense. This just doesn't make sense. Look at the Kardashians. Look at Kim Kardashian. Do you really think that she would be good as a first lady? This whole thing, the way this country is being ran, the way all of this is working right now, it just seems like a big fumbling joke. Right now, we have to be honest with ourselves. Right now, the U.S. is looking like a big joke to the rest of the world. Kanye West? Kim Kardashian? Are we kidding here? Is this real? Are people okay with this? Apparently so, because there are those who are standing behind them just because they have, or because Kanye has a black face, you want to give him a chance. And some of you sane people didn't want to give Herman Cain a chance. And I'm not saying that Herman Cain would have been a good candidate. I'm not saying that he wouldn't have been. The point I'm trying to make is, why do you think Kanye would be a good candidate? Why? Is it simply because he is a black face? We can't continue to make irrational decisions and choices in this world and expect to be taken seriously. This is a huge joke, in my opinion. that Kim Kardashian could be sitting up in the White House as the First Lady. Big joke. But this is the world we're living in, where these types of decisions are being made, and these kinds of people are, I mean, look at the current situation of this country. Look at who's sitting in the White House right now. Kanye West's friend. Now, I understand that this whole thing may be to get some of Biden's votes away. I understand that. This could very well be what they're up to, but at the same time, it is all just wickedness. It's a big show. It's a big game. And as far as people in other countries, how they are looking at all of this and how they are viewing this, they are probably seeing just how out of control the U.S. has become. At least before, they had control of their delusions and their things that they do. But this right here is a little bit over the top. Kanye West, president. Kim Kardashian, First Lady. How funny is that? Now, of course, I know there's going to be those who are going to still champion him because you can't get past the blackface. You can't get past the fact that he was a rapper or is a rapper. I don't know if he's still making music. I've never followed him. You can't get past the fact that he is well known and famous and all of that. None of those are good reasons to select someone as president, especially someone who is irrational. Now, I don't think that they're actually going to let him become president, but I thought the same thing about Donald Trump. So who knows what the heck people are up to these days. Don't be surprised if Kanye West is voted in. I wouldn't be surprised, but I would definitely be shocked as to how and why. I would be saying to myself, why are they allowing something like this to happen? Now, for those of you who are going to say, I'm just hating because he's a black man married to a white woman, think what you believe, think what you want. I already know what the scripture says about certain things. And Kanye West is a very foolish man. I don't care how you slice it. We've got to be real with our thinking and our understanding of how things work. All of this is not a game. Something is brewing. Something is brewing. Everything isn't about fun and hip hop, okay? It's time that so-called black people begin to think and analyze all of this strange stuff that's happening and stop thinking that everything is about fun and games and social media hype, because it is not. It's time for us to get our minds right. I'm done with this silly story. With that, I am out. Be sure to ring the bell to be notified of new uploads on this channel, and also comment, share, like, and subscribe.